A very good morning, students. Today we will again be doing grammar and do prepositions today. Now, what is a preposition? By looking at the word preposition itself, you can see in that word there is a word position. Okay, so here this means this word, the preposition, tells you the position or the relationship between two things, that is a noun or a pronoun and another word in the same sentence. Okay, it will tell you in relation to this, where is this noun or the pronoun. Clear? Now if you see the first example, there is a cow in the field. Now if you see, the noun over here is cow, correct? Now what is the relation between the cow and the field? It's telling you, the word in is telling you that. Where is the cow? The cow is in the field. So it's telling you the position of the cow, where it is in the field. Clear? So in shows a relation between cow and field. Second one, I am fond of coffee. Same way here it's telling you the relation between fond and coffee. Yes. Third one, the puppy jumped off the table. Here also the preposition of is telling you the relation between jumped, the action jumped, the verb jumped, and the noun table. Clear? So everywhere you see there will be a noun or a pronoun, and something else will be there, and it will be telling you the relation between the noun or the pronoun and the other thing, maybe another noun or a pronoun, or as you see in the third example, maybe an action, a verb. Clear? So here between these two things, it is telling you what is the relationship between these two things. Clear? Now, a noun or a pronoun used with a preposition is called its object. So that the main thing I said, there has to be a noun, correct, or a pronoun. So that is called your object. Prepositions are usually placed before its object. Most of the time you will find prepositions are before the object, that's before the noun or the pronoun. But sometimes the object follows that means the object comes after the preposition. Like you see this example, this is the book. Now what is the object here? Book, that you asked for. Now book and asked, that is asked is the verb. Okay, now for is your preposition. Okay, it's not before the word book. Generally it should be before the noun or the pronoun. Okay, now I've just given you a few, that means I've tried to give you at least as many as I can which are generally applicable for you all in the sentences. I've given you a list of the common prepositions: above, below, near, far, across, through, from, by, to, upon, beside, besides, beneath, under, after, before, in front of, next to, in, into, at, with, till, until, since, for, around, behind, between, off, during, inside, onto, up, down, out, amid, amidst, among, within, without, over, underneath, opposite, in place of, in addition to, in case of, in spite of, including, excluding, in accordance with, etc. So there are a few more, but I haven't given you all because those are generally not applicable to what you all need to learn. Clear? So now we will go and see a few of these which are very common, where and how you will apply this. Okay, in what situation you will use which word in which situation. Now the first one, in and at. In is generally the name of countries and large towns. Yes, a country is big. Yes, and in the country you have towns, but if the towns are large, huge, then it is used the word in is used. Well, as if you're talking of a small town, a small village, at that time you will say at. Now you can see the example. He lives in England. England is the name of a country. Well, as he lives at Bellevue, because Bellevue is a small city or a small town. Okay, moving on to the next one. To and into. Now, to is when you're speaking of, they are both talking about movement. Yes, when you're talking to and into, both you're talking about movement. Say he ran to school. So here there is action. He is doing an action, that is running. Where is he running? To school. So there is movement here. He jumped into the water. Here also there is action, that is jumping. And but the difference between the both is, into means you're going inside something. Okay, he placed the ball into the box. As here it is, he jumped into the water. The ball fell into the well. Okay, well, as he ran, you're just going to, you cannot go into a school, you're going to a school. Clear? You're not going getting buried inside, or becoming in going into the water. There's nothing like that in the school. Now we go on to the on and upon, the third one. On is used when you're speaking of things that are in one place at rest. Okay, and upon of things that are when it is moving. Like he sat on a chair. When you're sitting on a chair, you are seated in that one place. Clear? Well, as he jumped upon the table, here again action. Action. That is why upon. You will not say jumped on the table. You will say he jumped upon the table. Clear? Because there is action involved. Okay. With and by. Which shows the instrument used for doing something. Say he stabbed him with a knife. So you used the knife to stab. He cut the vegetables with a knife. Used the knife to cut the vegetables. Okay. So with what you used, you did the work. You did the action. That time you will say with. And if you're saying by, refers to who is doing the action. Yes, you can see the example. I work with tools. So he's working with something, that is tools. It was painted by him. Somebody painted it. Who is the somebody? By. Okay. Who did the painting? Him. So that's why by. Till and to. Till is used for when you're referring to time, and to is used when you're referring to a place. Like we are going to the market, so you're going to a place. And if you're saying I worked till 5 o'clock, so you're talking about the time over there. So till will be when you're talking about time, and to when you're talking about a place. Okay, now besides and beside. Beside means next to, by the side of. Whereas besides means not only this but also something else. Okay, so besides means by the side of, that is next to. And besides means in addition to, means not only, like besides an apple he also ate a mango. So he ate not only a apple but also a mango. And he sat beside her. So he came and sat next to her. Clear? Okay. Now since, for and from. Since is used for a point of time. For is used for a period of time. And from is a point of time, place or days, but it can be preceded by any tense. Now here in this there is a mistake. It is a point. The space, instead of the space, another P has been typed over there by mistake. So from a point of time, a point of time Okay, so we talk about since. Since is used for a point of time, like at what time. See the example, the girl has been working since morning. So what point of time? Since morning. And for a period of time, say 2 hours, 3 hours, few days. Okay, so that's when you will say a period. How many hours, how many days, few days, 5 days, some days. Okay, okay, that is for. Then from is when he went from door to door, he went from one place to another place. Okay, he went by car from Baikala to Mazagon. Okay, now this is the place that I'm talking about. From is this P will not be there. This P will not be there. From is a point of time. Clear? Okay. Now your homework. Here the first one is use appropriate prepositions and you can fill in the blanks with proper prepositions. Now it's not necessary, it can be any of the ones that I have given you. Okay, they are proud. I'm just doing the first one for you as an example. They are proud of their success. So you can write your answers in this preposition and just leave a line. Yeah. Should I hold it? Okay, I'll just wait for a few seconds. Okay, we go to the next page. Fill in the blanks with appropriate prepositions. So now in the second one, you can have more than one answer. You can have more than one answer. Okay, the river flows. Here you have to also fill in the prepositions, but here you can have more than one answer in, not all, in some of these. So the river flows under the bridge. Okay, below the bridge, any of it. Okay, now but you should write something logical. Please don't say over the bridge, because it's not possible that the bridge is built so that the river, because it should cross, you should be able to cross the river. Clear? Okay, so when you are writing this, see, I'll give you, like for example, the third one, I should do it, you can say with pleasure or for pleasure. And so means either you're doing it because you like it, for pleasure because you want to enjoy it. Okay, or with pleasure, so you're doing it with happiness. Clear? So you can have two options over here. So if you think any of the answers, you have more than one option, you can write both the words with a slash in between. Clear? Okay, so I'm just going to hold this page for you all to write the questions. And yes, do leave a line after each question so that your book looks neat. Remember, you are getting marks for your books. I will be giving you all extra practice in this preposition tomorrow also, that is on Thursday also. So please just check your WhatsApp and see. I will be giving you all the link for it. Okay, hope you all are able to do this and complete it, and I hope you'll get all your answers right. So best of luck for doing your homework. Thank you. Bye.